Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Sorry about that. These last 2 days have been a bit hectic, so I've been up since 6, basically, just doing a bunch of things. I've been up since 6 doing like preparing for job interviews and stuff. So it's not exactly the easiest thing to manage along with like going to stream, and obviously it takes precedence. But yeah, welcome. You may notice that right now all my photos of Nikki on the screen. I was thinking maybe today we do something a little bit crazy, wacky, goofy, but I was thinking to myself and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be wacky and goofy anymore. You know how like sometimes clowns, I'm sure there's a clown union somewhere that effectively goes on strike. Well, this is not really me going on strike, but it is effectively me saying, you know what? Time for less wacky and goofy, more just chill times, and we're just gonna play some more Path of Exile 2 and more Infinity Nikki. As well, I've got some updates for you all. You may notice some name changes coming into effect very soon. I'm waiting for my wife to vote on a couple of name ideas, and then whichever one she votes for is basically going to be the winner. You can't vote because you're not married to me, so that's unfortunate. I mean, that's unfortunate for you. And then we'll get right on that. As well, the name changes will not affect anything necessarily. It just means a couple of, I guess the channel name will be changed, but it's gonna be easier A to find me. B, it's a thing that I've been building up for at least 2 years now. But even before I started streaming, again, this was sort of like a name that the name I currently have now is more of a temporary until I figure out what I want to do with it. And there's no graphics associated with it yet because I haven't figured out how to. I haven't found anyone yet to do it, nor have I paid them to do it. So we'll see how it goes. But everything comes in slow bits and pieces. As well, you may notice a couple of slight content changes over the coming days because I got some ideas of what I want to do with this channel that slightly coincides with what I can do, but also just because I'm going to be burnt out from other things because I'm going to be doing it for interview stuff. So I don't think programming will make a comeback anytime soon, except for maybe mid-January at this point. Because I'm basically deep in the woods with programming right now. For like every job interview has like a leak code section. It's very annoying. Um, it it's not that I hate it necessarily. I understand why they do it, and you could possibly correlate some level of overall general skill if you have like, the foundational stuff. But some of these jobs, I'm gonna be real with you. Some of these jobs don't need leak code. Like I do the leak code portion, and then they talk to me about wait, what? I thought if you it means that we're in a polycule. That's one of the hidden benefits. We don't talk about that. It's basically like whoever opens the door realizes that we are right. It's like sometimes you see mommy and daddy go into the room with God Uncle Jerry and God Auntie Mary and God Uncle Larry and God Auntie Sherry and God Uncle Perry and God Auntie uh, uh, uh Terry. So you don't really notice it when you're growing up. You just think, oh, they're playing some they're playing some DDR. That's why they're all panting and the floor has a bunch of noises, right? But then with it's only when you grow up that you realize, oh wait, it's not DDR. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Again, sorry about that. I did want to get the game done by December, but with everything going on, it's like, okay, I had to accelerate some of the things, and I had to decelerate some of the things. Aunties are freaky. That's a crazy statement. My energy may be a bit low today because again, I've been up since 6 basically. Like my days have been just wake up. Wake up. There's another psyop. So wake up, practice for the interview, get the interview over. Because here's a trick for interviews. Okay, you either do them first thing in the morning, which I don't really recommend, but if you have to, then you get the best time slot and you get relativity bonus effectively. Like everyone else is judged against you, and you're not judged against anyone else. If that makes sense. At least within the day's frame, because people's psychology is easy to manipulate. Or you do it after lunch. Okay, after lunch is probably the best time slot, but it's almost always taken. And I've only ever gotten like 2 or 3 of these for the past like 3 months, an after lunch slot for an interview because we know that judges are lenient after lunch after they've eaten. Okay, and so therefore that must apply to tech interviewers because presumably judges are far greater than tech interviewers in terms of scope and scale and what they do. The worst time to do it is at the end of the day. If you go at the end of the day, they want to go home. You don't want to hold them up anymore. You've got to go do your stuff. You have to go pick up your kids or something, right? So everyone's already in a bad mood if it's at the end of the day. If it's a different time zone, nobody cares what time it happens. They just sort of accept it as a fact of life. And so it's actually kind of a life hack to interview for other jobs that are different time zones. It's why actually interviewing, I find for the larger companies to be a lot easier, right? Again, smaller companies, the role is like, oh, can you gonna help us maintain a website? By the way, can you solve these like 3 medium and the 1 hard LCs? And I'm like, okay, listen, buddy, this doesn't really need this because the website is just a marketing website. But then at the big companies, it makes sense that they have it. They don't even throw a hard at you. At most, they throw like a medium and maybe like 1 hard if you get past those really quickly. But the nice part is that they're structured, and because all your interviewers come from different time zones, no one cares what time you book it at. So you just do whatever's most convenient for you. It's perfect. They even give you like a million years in advance to basically prepare, and they don't care how long it takes. I mean, max is probably like a month to push it in terms of how long you want them to wait to start the interview. But they'll just send you resources of books, and you're good to go. And it's the same thing that you see even before you start the interview on the websites. All I'm saying is that if you ever get to apply for a job, apply to the big companies. It's small companies are just a mess. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with since 6 a.m. So if I'm tired, which I probably am not, if you can probably, well, I am, but like you probably can't tell, then you'll know why. So today is Path of Exile 2, as well as some Infinity Nikki. I've got something weird to show you all though, and I don't know, this isn't against the terms, so I'll just show it. I'll show it. And if it's against the terms and services of YouTube, they won't know because I won't upload this. Okay. So everybody knows that YouTube has a copyright tool, aka the tool that says, okay, use this to find people who are watching or who are stealing your video, right? And I thought, oh, cool, that's interesting. And then I go on YouTube today because I have to make public the VODs because I just upload the VODs and I wake up the next morning to do it. But by the way, it is weird that the VODs get some strange number of views. I don't know. Again, there's something funny about the fact that there's more people like me who go watch MK Ice and Fire for the next 6 hours. but there's a little there's a notification that says new copyright matches found. Review any videos that might be using your content. And I was like, well, that's weird. Who the hell wants to use like a clip of a VOD, right? But I just wanted to see it to be like, hey, thanks. But then I go in, and I'm just gonna show this very briefly, okay? I'm gonna flash it on screen. I need to move Nikki to the bottom. Nikki is in the way. Nikki, my queen, you have to leave. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at this. It found myself. No. Even what I was hoping it would find myself because I think that would be a funny break of the system. But I rarely, if ever, use the clips elsewhere, right? But what it did find was a bunch of unrelated people. So these are other people actually playing their game normally. Like here, look, there's Lord Fuckface. And it's for some reason, it really likes to match the Charlie Chaplin Diablo 2 edition. The AI has determined that my video of Diablo 2, the Charlie Chaplin edition, is actually peak content. Yeah, YouTube thinks I own Stalker 2, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, Diablo 2. Look, even better, it thinks I own Final Fantasy 14. It thinks I own Final Fantasy 14. I was like, I don't know if I own Final Fantasy 14, man. If anything, Square Enix should be suing me, but they haven't given me a single. I've been up since 6 a.m. and I haven't received a single legal letter from Square Enix, so I'm okay. But now I own it. Now I own these games, and now I own Diablo 2. I own Stalker 2. I own Final Fantasy 14. I own Tears of the Kingdom. This is a Tears of the Kingdom video, chat. This is from when we played Tears of the Kingdom. I own this now. This is my cutscene. It's so funny to me. I was like, wait, how did this match? So I had to like archive these, but I was thinking in my head, how does any of this match? Like this, it doesn't make any sense. These are just normal cutscenes. I own Days Gone. It's absurd. And again, all Charlie. How good do humans taste? Why did I title that? It's all Stalker 2 and Charlie Chaplin edition Diablo 2. For some reason the AI has a hard I'm not look, it's just pages and pages of Charlie Chaplin edition. I don't know why the AI really enjoys Charlie Chaplin edition. So yeah, the system's a little bit and what's funny is we can watch this. Now, what do you think is going to happen, okay? If we watch this, who do you think is going to copyright strike us? And what's funny is that we can watch this on mute because it's Charlie Chaplin edition. You get a text box at the top right. Now I'm gonna try to upload this. I'm gonna try to upload this to that like channel with all the weird like in between segments, and I kind of want to see if the AI says, "Oh, did you steal from yourself?" Because I'm so curious if it does. It has to be absurd. It has to. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so now I own Stalker 2. I own Days Gone. I own like a ton of things. I own Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know why it matches these, and I feel bad for these people because like, hey, fuck, like they do have a fair number of views, like Jason's video game source, right? So if you imagine that somebody like Jason's video game source, enjoys the small amounts of money that he probably gets, because I had a buddy who was actually very huge on YouTube, and he was like, yeah, even at that level, for like like a 20, 30,000 views, you don't really get enough to survive. He was like, you don't really get much. Oh yeah, the Indiana Jones game. We're not playing that until maybe the new year. And so it's funny to think about that. All these people, I could take their money. Like at any moment, I could be like, all right, review match, contact channel. What's a review match? This is this is a cutscene in the game. This is a cutscene. It matches 100% of their video because it's a cutscene of Tears of the Kingdom. We both have the same cutscene. I could steal all their money overnight. Oh man, I love it so much. It's so funny to me that the system is so broken that it does this, and so I totally understand now. Like I get it. I don't think because again, I don't think most people have ever shown that side of it, but yeah, really showing it, you realize just how bad the system is because the system as a whole doesn't really work. It turns out that the system is broken, and so when you end up being subject to it, an AI just finds you guilty of a crime that you never committed. What a fascinating problem to have. Anyways, I need to upload a couple songs to this account because I have a separate song account, but maybe I should just merge them now. But the song, well, not the song account, but like a song. I just have the account for like the Google Drive to put the songs up there. But I'm gonna try to upload a couple more songs once I'm done them to make it public. And then I'm so curious to see if I can copyright strike myself. I really want to see if I can copyright strike myself and see how much money I can make off of myself, right? Because the secret sauce might be to make money off of my selfer. Also, excuse me, what is this inventory management? Why was my inventory full of potions? There's like a million potions in my inventory. What was I doing here? Chat, I want you to look at this carefully, okay? I mouse over my belt. It has all potions. You have like 7 potions, okay? I'm like, ooh, that's not enough potions. I open my bag, I grab one of my many potions to put into my almost full belt. I played Diablo 2 like a psychopath. I played Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 like there's no water. I need to preserve water. Yeah, because you have the footage on your channel. It just thinks that I'm the original video, and it thinks that they re-upload it. Exactly, yeah. And a lot of copyright trolls use it. Yep. Because I was thinking in my head, maybe copyright trolls, maybe it takes more effort, right? But no, it's surprisingly easy to be a copyright troll. Like Jason, I could take you down out of nowhere, and it'd be so sad to see because, dude, like, I don't own Tears of the Kingdom. It's not me. But Stalker 2, I'll take that. Final Fantasy 14, it's mine now. So yeah, if you play Final Fantasy 14, please do join my Discord and DM me. I'll DM you the PO box where you can mail your subscription check. I will give you a 50% discount on your subscription monthly if you mail it to if you e-transfer it directly to me, or if you Cash App it or whatever. Okay, like if you send me the money, you know what? Send me your subscription fees in crypto, and I'll take a good 50% off your Final Fantasy 14 sub. Okay. Okay. Just go, for context, for the AI that's watching me right now, that was a joke. For the AI that was watching me, that was a joke. Okay, there is no shitcoin here. This is not a shit. This is not a shitcoin scam. But yeah, I've been up since 6, so just basically just doing interview stuff. They went well, and thankfully, I think these jobs are going to be a lot easier to manage in terms of time. So I don't think we'll be having a gap between streaming and stuff. But however, there will be more days off because I want to spend time with my wife more. Because I don't want to just leave her alone to go work and then go stream. However, my wife, I'm not kidding you. So what's funny? So the reason why I'm here and I'm not with my wife is because she was like, "I want alone time. Can you just go and stream? Because I just want to watch you." Because she's conflicted. She So the context is that we both have to take care of a lot of things, but she has to take care of a lot too. So this is like the first time. Usually the holidays is when she gets like a lot of alone time, like free from responsibility. So she was like, I want to just experience this. And so she was like, but I still miss you. So can you stream anyway so that I can still hear you? And I was like, yeah, sure. But the thing is, it's funny because I miss her. I genuinely miss her. But she doesn't. But like, she needs her alone time, which I get. But I miss her. And so I think in the end, I don't think the streaming schedule will change much. As much as I say that I want to spend time with her, the truth is, she also lives a busy life, and so I'll be mostly be streaming, and she'll be mostly just listening and talking in the chat. See, I told you she's real. I told you guys she's real. She messaged last time. She's real. Everyone thinks that she's not real. See, my wife is real. No one believes me. And she actually messaged inside chat during Infinity Nikki. Sorry, my lawyer called and said the check to the fake wife didn't work, so she's not real. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's it's interesting to sort of see that whole thing. It was just me messaging from another account. Sure, sure emoji, sure emote, sure emote from Seven Television. Oh, what a good start. What a solid start. What a cacophony of shitpost. The alert for the Alexa fart for me thing, I will add that soon. I didn't add it in time. As well, I keep forgetting to turn on plastic duck simulator here to have on screen for us to just watch and hang out with. But usually these segments don't go because the thing is, I start the stream and I go, I don't have anything to talk about. And then we keep talking for half an hour into like an hour, and I'm like, oh shit, there was a lot more to talk about. So I never have the ducks open. I should just preemptively open duck. You know what I mean? I should just show duck preemptively. Show duck. Anyways, we're gonna still go right into again very chill Wednesday, and tomorrow we're doing something very special though. Okay, because well, I don't know. Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow is the video game awards. It's later in the day. It's actually, oh my god, why is it? It's at 7:30 my time. Jesus, why is it so late? The reason why we're gonna check it out is because there's something. Apparently, there's gonna be like a cool announcement. So I don't know. So we're just gonna check it out. Apparently, I'm allowed to restream it. So we're just gonna restream it when it happens. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have ducks on the bottom right corner. Okay, so we'll have it, and then I'll have ducks somewhere on screen to keep us occupied. All right, I'll do ducks as well as Rusty's retirement. Maybe some Stardew Valley. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like how many different Subway Surfer style experiences I can put on screen all at once without crashing my computer. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to fill the screen with a ton of idle games. That way we have something to look at while the Game Awards are going on, okay? So yeah. Hopefully you enjoy. This is going to be a chill day today. Again, if you want to join the Path of Exile 2 guild, please let me know. We have a ton of items. And you never asked, why is my name Nematode on Discord? Oh, because, it's like parasocial parasites. And one of the and like in the SpongeBob, the nematode is like that giant bullworm thing. Was it the bullworm thing? Anyways, the nematode is a beautiful parasite. Like it goes from your foot to your asshole. Really think about this. A nematode goes from your foot. You walk barefoot. It enters your foot, goes straight to your asshole. And also because there's something weird about these parasites. So these parasites, I don't know if you know this. There's like growing research about this. Basically, there's growing research that a lot of our body needs some baseline state of what the fuck to not have to be sick effectively. So let's say you have like an allergy overreaction, right? Not an underreaction, but like an overreaction. We know that if you transplant fecal matter from one person to another, that it effectively solves a lot of gut biome issues as well as a lot of intestinal issues. But I don't necessarily know the category, so just think of this as like a layperson's explanation. I'm sure there's a specific category, like you can't deal with a hemorrhoid by putting someone else's poop on it, but you can deal with a lot of other issues by basically, and the thing that you do is you take a pill that is filled with somebody's poop. Okay, it's so effective, in fact, that there have even been reported cases, though I don't know if it's within the studies they've seen any real like statistical significance as to this happening, but there is reported cases because you have to report everything with that procedure where you get that person's taste preferences and like dietary things, like you start to prefer what they want. Yeah, like a shit transplant, and it comes in like a pill, and inside the pill is poop. So if you chew on the pill, then you chew on poop. Sorry, poop makes me gag. Anyways, so there's this really cool thing with parasites where apparently what they do is that if you have a very very active immune system, there's an entire and there's I think like a there was like a weird documentary about it, specifically from Vice, that I remember being probably the best one on it. But there's like a bunch of stuff about this where there's people out there who get tapeworms specifically to lower their immune response, because by default their immune response is too high, but having the tapeworms does something to it that causes your immune system to slow down because it's too busy or something, and then they can live normally after. And I'm like, that sounds awful. That sounds genuinely awful, that you have to poop worms every single day just to not sneeze or something, or not have your arm like itchy, or not have like stomach pain. And I'm like, why, right? But hey, different strokes for different folks. That's how they get it. And the way that they do it, I'm not kidding you, chat. One person, whoever wants to donate, poops into a bag or into the toilet and picks out the eggs. They pick out the eggs and put it inside of a capsule, and then they send it to somebody else to swallow. Oh god, that's disgusting. God, that's disgusting. So yeah, that's why I chose the nematode, because I thought, wow, what a fascinating parasitic relationship we have, with each other. Anyways, I'm the worm that climbs up your assholes, just like I'm about to climb into Path of Exile 2's asshole. BRB, give me a second to set things up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 10 minutes of pure nonsense. And then just sheer silence. Okay, we're moving on to Infinity Nikki, okay? We need to get some more outfits. They gave us dailies. Man. Playing Path of Exile 2 and going to like a daily gacha game, it really is a different world with certain games. Like some games... There's something interesting about this, okay? A game like Infinity Nikki is about building systems around getting you to play the game more. Whereas a game like Path of Exile, and many other games like it, even in terms of, let's say, most single-player games, most healthy, I think even co-op style games or online games that aren't necessarily consistently alive, but I think PoE does it best for a live service game. Games that focus on making the core gameplay experience so compelling that you want to come back are a really different breed from gacha games. Not to say that Infinity Nikki doesn't nail that, making you come back because it's fun vibe, but rather that I recognize it's incredibly focused around doing that as an accident almost, just by focusing on the core gameplay loop, and then all the content that they add is just more ways to make money within that core gameplay loop. Especially when you look at the shop. So there was an interesting post actually about somebody who did a breakdown of all the cost of getting every single costume, even the recolors of the costumes. So sort of, let's say a dress might look a certain way, and then you get a recolor that changes even some of the animations or even some of the small finer details. And you're looking at, I think it was 720 pulls to get everything. Guaranteed, because when you whale for items, so whaling is the process of spending money to get items, you almost always measure from the pity system. The pity system being sort of the guaranteed breakpoints when you're going to get a return on your investment. And it was significantly worse than most of the gachas out there compared to Infinity Nikki. I don't even think Genshin Impact has as much of a down, as much of a drop, as much of a poor rate than Infinity Nikki, at least based on what they showed and the numbers. But it's been a while since I played Genshin Impact, so maybe the numbers have risen over the years. But even in Genshin Impact, doing so gives you the reward of power. Whereas in Infinity Nikki, you get score, which increases your points for like a competition. But I'm assuming there's gonna be just like their other games, competitions around. Do you like this look? Which is the one that I was focused on. So we're gonna see how this game goes long term. But at least for the moment, it's pretty fun to dress up, and it's nice to see a game tackle this concept. But kind of wish it wasn't gacha. Like that's the weird part to me, is that we used to have a time when these games maybe could have succeeded without gacha, but now no longer. I feel like the gacha system, while it's really great for making money and companies surviving, feels really bad from a consumer perspective of somebody who wants to just enjoy the game, play the game, and get a lot of fun with it, and like enjoy the fun of it, especially and not having to deal with feelings of FOMO, and not even having to deal with even if you have the money, having to justify its worth. Like it's odd. It's very strange. And honestly, I don't know how many people have the money for it, because again, 720 polls. Each poll is like $1. You're looking at like, again, close to $1,000 for everything. It's like $1.50 USD, which is going to be like a couple dollars Canadian, right? So it's like $1,000. You're basically buying a PS5 every time you buy a guaranteed costume within Infinity Nikki. But hey, that's just gacha. Chat, I'm out. I'll see you all on PoE 2. Because once I'm done my dailies, this is good. I think I'm going to be done with this game forever, just because, you know, it really does seem like the rest of the game systems, like once you explore them, I was really hoping for fishing to be cool, but, you know, it's a very casual game, right? Which I expected, but I didn't expect it to be so meaninglessly casual. Usually casual games have a bit of meat on them, but in a very different way, right? In this, I'm gonna wait to get the clothing, I think, and then just mainly play the dress-up portion, which is the most compelling part of the entire experience for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do the Game Awards thing tomorrow. I guess I can co-stream it or something. I'm not sure. Timdo. Minus bugs. I'm good. And then in the morning, of course, we'll figure out some way to, I don't know, spend time. But I might even skip out on the morning and just do that. Because on Friday, my wife and I are going after the fishing awards, the web fishing awards. So, see you all then tomorrow. That's, I don't know, what's 7 p.m. EST to your time? I have no clue. But I'm hoping for some cool announcement, at least. Something cool. And if we do start a bit earlier, which probably won't be super early like we usually do, it'll be mainly Path of Exile 2, because I want to get as far in that game as I can. I also need to catch up my warrior to my witch now, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks for showing up today. Appreciate it. And we'll do the recap stuff tomorrow. Like, there's a lot of like side stuff, which is a good day for tomorrow to do. And we'll just do that while we just hang out and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Friday as well. I think I might have a new experience of some weird thing that I found, but I need to see if I can even download it, so we'll see how it goes. But hopefully you enjoyed a tiny bit. Because I snagged it before it probably would have disappeared due to DMCA, so let's see how it goes. Bye everyone. I'm out. Peace out. Enjoy your time. I really hope this game just gets the styling contest out ASAP. I don't know why it's not here for Christmas time. Feels like a waste.